So I'm using a software called Zoom. We use it a lot at the schools that I work in, and we use it just for teachers to be able to log on and we can show new teaching strategies because you can log on, you can share video, you can chat, but you can also share your screen. So that's what we use it a lot for. So what I did is I went online and found a random word problem to use for inequalities. So this should be bracelets, sorry. Okay, Sarah is selling bracelets and earrings to make money for summer vacation. The bracelets cost $2, earrings cost $3. She needs to make at least $500 and sell more than 50 bracelets. So from that, we actually have these two inequalities, and these are what I'm going to graph on the calculator. So on the calculator from the home screen, if I want to graph, you can push this button here, and this is just your general graphing. Now, if I don't actually want to type these as f of x, so I found that you can do control and then clear until you get one of these, and we just want to type, in this case, a relation, but you could use any of these symbols if you wanted to, but I'll just do general relation because I want to write it in the forms I had it, which was x is greater than 50, so I just used my keyboard to type that, hit enter. The next one I want to type, I can hit tab to bring that screen back up again for the next one. I wanted 2x plus 3y. Now I don't have greater than or equal to on my keyboard on my computer, but I can go over here and hit control equal to bring it up here, and then 500, so I hit enter. Now I don't see either of those just because my window is not in good viewing window. So I can, if I were to move it around, it doesn't zoom it around, it just moves the axes around. But I can click on this to zoom in or out. So I could zoom and I start to see it over here. So maybe I look at that and I drag it. Now I do notice that these numbers are a little bit too big for what I need because I'm just kind of focusing on that intersection. So I could change these by double clicking and maybe type 500. Maybe here I only want 300. I also found another cool thing is I can just do the view in the first quadrant. So if you go to menu and window, zoom, but this one is quadrant 1, so if you click it, the only thing is it's going to change the scale back, but you can just type those numbers again. But since I know I only want the first quadrant just because it's only going to be positive numbers of earrings and necklaces, you could talk to students about what that means and all that. Okay, so now that I have this view a little better, I can move these around if I need to see different pieces. Notice the color of the graph matches the equation. Notice it's actually already shaded for me. If I wanted to see the lines a little darker, I could actually go to menu, go to attributes under actions. Then when I click on it, maybe I want to see that line a little bit darker so that it's clear that it's a solid line, and this one I want to see even darker so it's clear that it's a dashed line. If I wanted to see maybe where they intersect, I can go menu, analyze graph, intersection. This one you actually draw a little box around the intersection and it guesses it for you or finds it for you, I guess. Okay, so I can move that if I wanted to. Another cool thing is I could change the colors of the two shaded areas. Like if you click on this blue one, you go up here, that's filling it in, and that's the line itself. If I wanted it to be, I don't know, yellow, I could do that. And then the cool thing that I liked was that the shading actually ends up being a different color. So they see the red and the yellow, and then they see that the orange is the actual solution. So I thought that was neat. Another thing that I could do is change the label of these axes. So if I hit tab and then I think you can double click it, yeah. So I think this was number of bracelets, and then it'll label it for you. And then here, number of earrings. So you could show labeling the axes. Another thing you could find is the 0 if you needed that to figure out where it crossed, because we only care about positive solutions because you can only have positive number of bracelets or positive number of earrings. So you could go to menu, I think it's analyze graph. Yep, 0. And then lower bound, upper bound, it shows you the 0.